Excellency, the President of the Republic, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Deputy Governors, Directors, Bank of Ghana Management and Staff, and our esteemed bankers who are here. Good evening. Thank you really for the opportunity to speak at this year-end cocktail. I am truly filled with a deep sense of pride and optimism as we reflect on our journey over the last year. A difficult journey, but we all helped. Undoubtedly, recent global upheavals, and as Governor mentioned, the poly crisis put our economy under strain, yet the collaborative spirit between the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana has never been stronger, and I'd like to thank the Governor for bringing that spirit to us. And the more important also, to thank you, the bankers, for a very difficult period in which we have all landed right. So together we have strived to reset our financial architecture, and despite the challenge over the last 3 years, I'm proud that we have indeed turned the corner towards a more robust and transformed economy. Indeed, amidst these trials, our united front in managing the Bank of Ghana's balance sheet has been nothing short of heroic. Economic growth has rebounded, the exchange rate is more stable, and interest rates are softening. More importantly, as the Governor mentioned, we have moved from 54% or so last year, halving it to 26.4% this year with regards to inflation. And that is truly a good news. So in effect, the bank and the Treasury's collaborative efforts have halved inflation in under 12 months. Congratulations, Mr. Governor. But while it is welcome news that prices are no longer rising as quickly, we know many people continue to face cost of living pressures. So we must stay the course to continue to get inflation back down to single digits as quickly as possible. Honestly, we must never forget that our work is vital, not just for the present, but also for the future of Ghana. And so, though our journey is far from over, and the road ahead will require continued perseverance and unity, I'm confident that will not only prevail, but also propel Ghana towards a more prosperous future. Let's not forget, though, that the naysayers will not be abated on our shared journey toward economic transformation. We saw earlier in the year, for instance, how the publication of the bank's 2022 annual report led to, quite frankly, very pedestrian debate of inexactitudes about the competence of our governor and the bank's leadership team. And today we sit here to congratulate him for the work that the bank has done. So simply put, we have a lot of work ahead of us, and we cannot afford to lose focus. In those many lonesome moments, Mr. Governor, and your team as you experience, I ask that you all be encouraged by former U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt's words. This I have in my office, and it says, I'm quoting, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. So Governor, we thank you for staying the course. In conclusion, over the next 12 months, we have the chance to continue to build hope and hitch all our wagons together to take our community across the Jordan. In these nearly 7 years, we have worked together to deliver near impossible feats, from the establishment of the Consolidated Bank of Ghana to the operationalization of the Development Bank of Ghana, the raising of over 10 billion in the Eurobond market, and many, many, many others. 2024 will be a period in which we must continue to push the boundaries, work with equanimity, dispel any cloud of nihilism to guarantee economic freedom and social mobility for all. Ultimately, I know, Mr. President, that once we all continue to speak one language, nothing we plan to do will be impossible. As we say now, it is possible. Let me thank the Jubilee House, the President and the Vice President for standing firmly with us in the many, many foggy and misty moments in which they just had faith and trust that we knew what we were doing. Thank you very much for your attention, and may God bless our country. Thank you.